it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review of John Wick. Guys, this is part of the Attack of the franchise series where we are reviewing all the films leading up to, in the world of John Wick, Ballerina, I think is the full title, but Ballerina. And I did not know, I did not cover the John Wick films leading up to number 4. But we have already reviewed number 4. We will link it at the end of each video for you guys can check it out. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2025. Thank you so very much on that march to 2,000 subscribers this year. Guys, I hope I get there. Thank you so very much. Now let's get right into this review. Can you believe that this whole entire franchise was built on the premise that they killed this dog and stole his car? Then they peeled back the layers of who John Wick, the Baba Yaga, the guy that you get to kill the boogeyman, and how his world works, who he is. And you know what makes him such a great character? Because when the side characters talk about it, they talk about him in reverence. They're like, we have John Wick's car. Stuff like that, which keeps your character's lore and keeps your character that, oh, this is a bad motherfucker and they are fucked. They know how badly they're fucked, but yet they're still gonna double down on all this shit. And this was great. This first installment was cool. They laid out everything they needed to lay out. Even if there wasn't a sequel, this could have been perfect ending to this film. In theory, I believe he didn't even need to get the car back, especially at the end of this film. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We have Keanu Reeves playing John Wick. We have Michael Nyqvist playing Vigo. We have Willem Dafoe playing Marcus. Alfie Allen playing Lothy, Vigo's son. We have Dan Winters, Adrina Pilecki. Who else? John Leguizamo, Ian McShane, Lance Roddick, and we have a cameo. Keith Jardine's in this movie. Former UFC fighter Keith Jardine. And we also have a cameo in this movie of big sexy Kevin Nash, who is definitely not using his real voice in this. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's a voiceover. But pretty dope, pretty fun. So John Wick, he lost his wife to cancer. The last thing his wife did for him was get him this dog named Daisy, and it was to help him grieve with somebody who's going to love him. They end up going and coming across this Russians gang members or whatever, and the one dude taking a shine to his car calls his dog a bitch, and then John reveals that he can speak Russian, and the dude's kind of blown away by it because the guy doesn't know that he is John Wick. They end up breaking into his house, killing his dog, and he goes on this monumental chase to go kill Vigo's son. And Vigo's like, you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass. You killed John Wick's dog and took his car. And the kid's like, oh man, I'll get him, Dad. Trust me. And dude, his dad punches him in the stomach, grabs his head, and he goes, you think you can do this, but you can do nothing. And just sells him right the fuck out. Like, you're gonna get... And the dad's pretty much like, hopefully I don't get fucked because of this. And the dad ends up selling the son out. And then we go forward because Vigo ends up taking out a contract on John Wick and paying even more money if they do it on Continental grounds, which you are not supposed to do it. The Continental grounds, it is immediate excommunication. If you break the rules. It is sovereign ground. Nobody fights on continental grounds. And Adrina Pilecki's character is like, fuck management, attacks John, kills this other hitman, and she ends up getting killed at the end of the movie because they told you don't do business on continental grounds. Everything that Wick goes through in this movie is him struggling with the loss of his wife, him not wanting to be in the life that he's in anymore, but it ended up bringing him back in. He ends up killing the son. Vigo ends up killing Marcus. And because Marcus and him are friends, John goes and kills Vigo. It is crazy fun. It's some of it's kind of crazy, some of it's kind of cool, some of it's kind of like, I don't know. The knife fight at the end, like, you got this guy versus John Wick, and this guy sometimes gets the upper hand on Wick. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But this is a fun flick leading into some pretty goddamn fun sequels. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography is a 3.5. The characters are a 5. The design is a 3, which brings our total to 3.875. Guys, let me know down below. Did you see John Wick? Are you a fan? Should they have killed his dog and stole his car? Probably not. Probably a bad idea. Give us that like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024 or 2025. And I will see you in my next review. Bye.